We have a pleasant surprise today. A unexpected PSA submission came back, and we're going to jump right into that. Let's go. Welcome to the most passionate content for card collectors on YouTube and possibly the whole entire internet. As usual, I am your host, Jake Roy, 90s B-Ball Cards here on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, a little bit TikTok. Might be doing a little bit more, partnering with somebody helping me out with TikTok content and other content. So that's a great blessing. So today we've got something a little bit of a surprise. I usually do a little bit of a preview of the cards going to PSA and then show you the cards after they've come back. Today, it's all coming to you at one time. So I'm going to show you, it's a small submission. I'm going to show you the cards before they went, talk about what we thought, what our hopes are, all that kind of stuff, and then you're going to see it right as it came in just a day ago. So really excited to see how these cards turn out. Very anticipated for me and my buddies that are all putting these cards together. So we did an express order. It took about a month or a month and a half with PSA's express $150 level. So definitely good turnaround times there, which is great if you have something that makes sense in that price range. And that was even as the economy orders started coming through. We did not see that higher level, the express level, slow down any. So great news there. And there is an express level that I have, or a economy level shipment that should have coming back soon. So we'll talk about that when that comes. That'll be a little bit of a surprise as well, because that happened and had to get that out quickly. So that'll be a lot of fun. Very, very definitely looking forward to that. But let's get right into the express order, see how we did. All right, here we go. So first card up here, these are all going to be bangers in my opinion. So we've got a 97-98 EX 2001. So my buddy Zach, he's had incredible luck, and this is just one of the pieces of luck that he had. So as kids, he collected Marcus Camby. He still kind of collects him, and I believe that this kind of has spurred him probably more to take his collection more seriously of Camby. But he was looking for Marcus Camby player lots. Found a player lot. I think it was $10. And this card was one of the cards pictured, and he looked at it and said, hey, it's worth a risk. We'll see what it is. And it came in, and it is gorgeous. I really love the colors on this credentials for any player on the Raptors, Camby especially. They just play perfectly. That pinkish purple and the red there. Just a gorgeous card. Incredible story along with it. Numbered to 71, so not the lowest number by any mean of the credentials from 97, but still any credential, any numbering, so rare. And these are the type that you really want to get graded, not even just for the nominal grade, but you really want the authentication. So whatever grade these come back, not to the same extent of PMGs, but similar, where the authentication is worth its weight for sure. And then if you get a high number grade as well, it just adds to it. So really hoping that this does well. I don't know what, obviously Zach would love to see a 10, but don't know if he's targeting 9, 8, not sure. So we will wait and see, anxiously await that. Really excited to get that one back. Next one, so my buddy Joe loves to collect the USA, the Topps USA, and he pulled this Carissa Moore auto, a gold one. You flip it over on the back, you can see there is numbered to 20, I'm sorry. So he didn't even realize how phenomenal of a pull this was at the time until he started doing some research. And Carissa Moore, apparently, for those who don't know surfing like we don't, very well-known, very popular surfer, and does not have many cards. So if you are a fan of hers, there aren't a lot of cards to pick from. This is one of the more rare ones. So he saw that he had pulled this and it looked like it was in really good shape. So he said, it makes sense to go ahead and get this graded. So obviously hoping that this gems, but time will tell. And we'll also see, we'll do a little experiment of what happens with that auto if they grade it. Not sure. It's our first time doing our own personal PSA order with a auto in there, so should be interesting. All right, getting into some big guys. So here's another one of Joe. So Joe, being a Tom Brady collector, the 02 Fleer Focus Tom Brady. This is a parallel version. You take a look at the back. It is numbered 7 out of 12, so numbered to his jersey number. Incredible card, incredibly rare card. We've talked about 2002 Tom Brady cards before.
his second year of cards, technically our 2001, has basically no, I mean, there are a couple, but very, very, very few cards were made of him in 2001. So 2002 has a lot of cards that have him for the first year in the set, or, you know, are kind of considered his second year cards. So 02 cards, any early year Tom Brady cards are really popular, really sought after, and this one is really rare as well. Looks really well centered, looks really good. So hoping that this does really well for Joe. Again, not sure what he was targeting. Would love to see a 10, but we'll see what that comes back at. And then really the catalyst for this whole submission right here, the Bowman Chrome rookie of Tom Brady. I mean, just an iconic card at this point in time, and a card that a lot of people, you know, passed over when these came out back in 2000. So my high school buddy hit me up right around the Super Bowl last year and said that he had this card and was wondering what he should do with it. So we talked about it, went back and forth, you know, thinking about what he wants to do with it and all that. And I said, regardless of whatever you want to do with it, the best way to go forward is to get it graded. You'll know what the condition is, and if you're ever looking to sell it in the future, it kind of locks in the value. These cards are incredibly sought after. Like I said, it's one of the most, if not the most sought after Tom Brady rookie card. Obviously the championship contenders is up there as well, and the refractor version of the Bowman Chrome, but this is just one. It's iconic at this point. It's on par with you know, the Chrome rookies of Kobe or LeBron, and you know, a lot of people say that Tom Brady is probably the GOAT for football, the Michael Jordan of his sport. You know, all the accolades that you can imagine, I think, can be thrown Tom Brady's way at this point. So you know, this one we can definitely see it's a little bit off center, left to right. Don't really know personally a good way of judging top to bottom. Other than that, it looks really clean. I'm not an expert on these cards specifically, so there could be something I'm missing, but we're hoping for the best here. You know, I was telling my buddy, let's hope for an 8 on this, but it could get a 9. I mean, we could be surprised and it could gem, who knows? You know, like I said, the centering, we can definitely see that it's not perfect, but we've seen some strange things happen with 10s before from PSA. So we'll see how this goes, and we'll see if we get upcharged. You know, throwing it in there at the $150 level for Express, but depending on what the grade comes back, wouldn't be shocked to see an upcharge, you know, if it does do really well. And in this case, if you get an upcharge, it's kind of a happy thing to see happen. So, you know, a lot of people don't want to see upcharges. Obviously, you'd like to keep that money in your pocket, but there's good reason for that upcharge if that does happen. So we will see what happens in, well, for me, it's going to be a month or two, but for you, it's going to be in just a moment. All right, so we got the boxes. We're very nervous.
Very nervous.
There's one card we didn't get charged for.
That's right.
We don't know which it is.
Nope.
So somebody's coming out of this not feeling so great.
Not feeling good.
So a little bit of angst coming into it, but we're gonna start. I think we said with this box, right? We think that's got the.
Or the one that has the Carissa Moore auto.
I think that's this one. So let's pull this one off to the side, and let's see how we get into this puppy. I do have a box cutter this time. Doesn't mean I'm gonna be any better with it though. They do make these hard to break into, though. Okay.
So we've got itself.
Nicely packaged by itself, one card.
Come on, Chris.
There's the invoice. We'll take a look at that later. Because this one did seem like it got an upcharge, perhaps, or something. Something looked like it was a little extra than what we were expecting. All right, we got the back. Did they put a team bag in it?
There's a bag on it, yeah.
I like it. All right, here we go. 9 and 10 auto.
Okay. Well, I would prefer a 10, but what are you going to do?
That's not bad, though.
I think that's still pretty good.
Carissa Moore, Olympian, number 220. You pulled that one, right?
I did.
There you go. All right.
I'm gonna pop 1 on that one.
As far as I'm aware, when we put it in, there was none other graded, so pop 1 none higher.
Pop 1 on higher, you're listed ASAP.
All right, so that's a good start.
It is. That's. I don't feel good right now.
A lot of butterflies right now. There's a plausible rationality for any one of them coming back as, authenticity questionable or min size requirement. Come on.
This one does say PSA DNA certified.
Yeah, that's what they do for their...
Maybe that's what costs more.
Yeah, but that's what all their auto grades come back as.
Yep. Oh, we got a notice in there.
Yeah, there's something going on in this.
Oh, I don't like it. It's making me sick.
This card's report is stolen.
Right? That would have to be a serial numbered card.
Oh, it's making me ill.
All right.
Well, it's not yours.
All right, so
yours is not the one.
Here we go.
Thing around
Here's the first one. This could have also been the grade. This is a thicker PSA slab.
Yeah.
Wow, this could be the grade I saw.
I'm on Zachary.
7. This is the grade
That's
I saw.
pretty good,
That's
man.
That's
So,
really
yeah.
good
was
for
like
that.
a 6 would be.
This one, I don't know if I told the story already, but for those that don't know, Zach got this in a
thicker
$10
slab.
player lot. It is a thicker slab. I think this is what the thicker cards come in, because, the EX are thick because of the side that you've got the other layer on. So a 7 on our credentials, future, of Canby.
Scratched.
Yeah.
Well, and the nice thing, too, that I was talking about with this Canby is this one with the purple and the red ties perfectly with the jersey. Whereas if you had the now...
Has a sleeve on it?
No.
What's
It
that
doesn't.
little thing on it?
That's just the way that the die-cut cards come
Oh,
out, I
looks like
think.
there's a bubble here.
There's definitely an internal sleeve.
That's
You
what
can
I'm saying.
see.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Not like yours, where it seems like it has like its own...
Yeah, no, yeah. I meant the...
All right, we'll save this one for last. So it's definitely yours, Joe. So here we go with the Tom Brady Bowman. This is the reason we did the whole thing. Got an 8.
Oh,
That's
very nice.
really nice.
Very nice.
So what are those in 8s go for right now? 3, 4?
I thought it was like 3,500 to 4,000. Really depends on the centering.
Yep. Yeah, and the centering, I think, is probably the reason it got the 8. But that was my guess when...
Great.
So this one says card inside. That's all that says on there. So if we slide it out, it should tell us a little bit. And it says min size requirement. Yep.
Oh.
That's...
Now, does that indicate it's trimmed?
It could. So I've heard stories that like 97 EX or 97 SPX come back as min size requirement a lot because the die cuts and stuff. I've also seen people resubmit cards that come back as min size requirement and it gets graded another time.
It's so odd though because I had it in one touch.
Right.
It seemed to fit fine.
I guess you size it up against another card and see it is a little bit shorter than this Brady, it looks like. But it's kind of hard to look at.
I just don't feel like it would be trimmed because it already doesn't look centered.
Well, here's this one.
Or not even trimmed, just cut that way at the factory.
If we're sizing it up against this Steve Nash that we just pulled out of a pack, a tiny bit.
That's brutal.
The width?
I guess it could be the width too, right? No, the width looks fine. It's top to bottom. That it's just a tiny, tiny bit short. But look at that. It's a sliver.
Yeah, I bet SGC would slap it for you.
Yeah.
Great.
You want to send it to SGC, Joe? I'm getting the shipment together.
No, never. I'll send it BGS someday. But
Oh, someday. And someday you'll get it back from BGS. All right, so those are the 3 winners, and one not so much.
oh,
But hey, I think I don't know. I don't know the value of that one, but I think probably the most valuable cards are the ones that get slapped.
it's numbered to 12. There aren't any. Although I did look. No, I did look. There is a graded version
Right.
of this in the PSA.
And you were nervous
It's
that
a 5.
right. So Joe, you did peek
I peeked at the pop report.
and found a PSA 5 of this one.
I did.
Got nervous that his came back a 5.
I did. This is worse than that.
This is worse than a 5. It would have been better to
Yeah.
have that 5.
So I was pretty sure that 5 was already out there when we put this in because I thought I had seen another card in the pop report. So, woof.
All right, great results there. So stay true to what we thought for a lot of those. I was talking to Zach after we got those cards in, and he was not overly optimistic with the can be, so he was very happy with the grade that he got. My buddy Benny, which is really the whole reason we sent the stuff out, was because of his Brady Chrome, and he's very happy with the 8. That's what I was guessing it would get. Happy with the Carissa Moore auto. Getting the 10 auto grade on there is really the big piece. And the 9 is all right. Joe was hoping for a 10-10, but can't always get lucky there. And then big bummer with that Brady jersey number. There's only 12 of them out there, so I was joking around with him. He's not a big fan of SGC. I am. I've got some cards behind me, some cards on my PC with SGC, but he's probably going to send that off to BGS and see if they also think the same thing about it at some point in the future when BGS turnaround times are a little bit better. So hopefully that does well for him. I mean, it's a PC card for him, and there's only 12 of them in the world, so extraordinarily cool card, cool piece of football card history, especially for a Brady collector. So let me know for the question of the day down in the comments, what are some cards that you have been holding on to, waiting for different things to happen in grading? Like I talked about with the BGS, we want to see those submission times get reined in a little bit. Maybe some people are waiting for PSA turnaround times to kind of get a little bit up to speed, or see some of the lower level come in, and maybe you're seeing some stuff in some of the other companies that you want to see change, or maybe you want to see a little more of. So let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are there, what you're waiting for, cards that you might have that are waiting to get graded, not ready yet for whatever reason. Love to hear more about that. And stay tuned for more kind of surprise PSA submissions. I'm sure we'll do some more of the larger ones like we've done in the past, but for now we're just doing little bits and pieces as they come in, especially with these economy events when you can only get 5 at a time. We have to do what we can do. So stay tuned for that. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. Hit that bell icon so you don't miss any videos in the future. New videos dropping once, sometimes twice a week. Looks into my PC, grading, reviews, and submissions, collector interviews, and so much more. Thanks. We'll talk later.